ANC President Cyril Ramaphosa is canvassing for votes for the November 1st local government elections. We cross to our reporter, Lutendo Bobodi. Lutendo, talk to us about what's happening there in Polokwane. We do know that, particularly where you are right now in Seshego, this is an EFF stronghold. In fact, it's where the president of the EFF is from. And certainly one wonders about the strength of the ANC and if, we'll probably see what we saw the last elections where the EFF takes it again. What is the attitude on the ground?
Yeah, you're quite right, Flo. This is Ward 17 in Seshego, where we are right now, and it is under the ANC. But just a few meters to the south is Ward 13, which is under the EFF. It is, like you said, the stronghold of the EFF. This is where, of course, the leader of the EFF, Julius Malema, comes from. He was born here, he grew up here. And, of course, the goal for the ANC is to wrestle the ward from the grip of the EFF. This is the big goal, which is, of course, it's going to be a mammoth task to do, because Julius Malema, the leader of the EFF, comes from there, and he's the benefactor of the people there in under Ward 13. Every year he throws a Christmas party for them, giving them goodies, giving them food parcels. Just last year, 2 years back, if I'm not mistaken, he gave them agricultural equipment, something that they need. He also educated some young people here. So, like I said, he's the benefactor here, and people love him. It's going to be a Herculean task for the ANC to wrestle that ward. The EFF is clear. The EFF is sitting regally atop this ward. And, of course, it's two-horse race here in Seshego. ANC, EFF. We don't see DA. We don't see any independent candidates. The president of the ANC, Cyril Ramaphosa, will be here after a very long, lengthy program in Limpopo. He's coming to conclude his visit here. He will be addressing people, as you can see behind me. He'll be addressing people here. He's expected to be here around 4:30, where he'll be talking to people here, mostly ANC supporters, but also, of course, people from, ordinary people who are otherwise not registered, affiliated with any political parties. The volunteers of the ANC have been here before him. They've been dishing out T-shirts, trying to talk to people, trying to cajole them, with speeches, promises, and all that. So the president will be here soon. This is Seshego, one of the biggest, or should I say the biggest township in the province. It's a typical South African township, with very little economic activities going on. People depending mostly on informal economy, like your street vendors, like your barber shops. This is basically what is happening here right now. As I said, Flo, we're waiting for the president. This is the last aspect of his program. He'll be talking to the people. From there, he's expected to leave Limpopo. As you can see, security is beefed up. We've been following him since yesterday. There's been security, but I feel like there's more security now. Has been beefed up more. I don't know, maybe due to what happened in Newcastle yesterday. I'm not sure, but this is what is happening right now, Flo.
Yeah. Yesterday when we were having a conversation, the president was getting ready to speak to the chiefs of Vembe, and I remember you were standing just outside the venue there as the chiefs were kind of waiting to go in, and I haven't spoken to you since then. I'm just interested to know, how did that particular meeting go? We know that some of these chiefs are indeed traditional leaders in their own rights, and certainly do, in some cases, still have a lot of pull and can convince people which way to vote. And I wonder, if the president was able to give a good messaging to those chiefs. What came out of that, if you are aware at this time?
Yeah, unfortunately, Flo, we were not allowed as media in that meeting. But of course, we gathered our own intelligence. It unfolded exactly as what we said yesterday. He was speaking to those leaders, hearing what they have to say to him, the challenges in their communities, especially service delivery challenges. Of course, I understand he also he promised them that most of the problems that they are facing will be resolved. And a lot of them we hear spoke about water. The water is the main problem, is the prime challenge in that area. The president promised them that that problem will be solved. As I said yesterday, the area lacks water, but ironically, it is swamped by some of the biggest dams in the province. So this is the main question. Why is there no water? Why is there no running water when all the dams in that area are full? I can tell you, Flo, only one dam in the whole province is not full. That is the Middle Letaba Dam. The rest of them are full. It boggles me why there's no water flowing. But of course, that's what happened yesterday. Unfortunately, we were not in that meeting.
I just want to go back to something you pointed out, that you thought that security today seems to be a little bit tighter, and certainly police presence seeming more than it was yesterday, where you were yesterday. And I'm wondering if it's because of the close proximity to, an EFF ward and a stronghold of the EFF. Does that have anything to do with perhaps what might be security concerns for the ANC president?
I believe that is one of the reasons. We saw the EFF cars, the convoy of EFF cars also campaigning here. I believe, of course, that is one of the reasons. You don't know what could happen. There could be it's two parties, oppositions. There could anything can still happen. Of course, that is why you see these police officers here, men and women in blue, all having their claws on reflex, waiting for anything to happen. But I can tell you that there is law and order right now.
All right, thanks very much. Let's catch up with you later on, Lutendo Bobodi, for us in Seshego in Polokwane, where the ANC president, Cyril Ramaphosa, is expected there shortly to address those crowds, as you can see, gathering their ANC supporters, and certainly very close to where the EFF leader indeed comes from in Seshego in Polokwane, where part of it is indeed an EFF stronghold. So we'll certainly be getting more information from Lutendo, who is certainly on the ground for us there this afternoon. Well, the forum